I realized I liked girls when I was 8, but I didn't come out until I was 12. You see, there's a lot of space between the back of the closet and the closet door, and that space is filled with the empty silence that follows the punchline to a joke that nobody ever laughed at. I thought, I can't be gay. I'm black. I can't be gay. I'm the child of an immigrant. I am disabled. I am a woman, or maybe I'm not a woman, and that's why I can't be gay. Gay is white. Gay is cis. Gay is skinny, able-bodied male. Gay is fun. Gay is vibrant colors and parties, and it is not me. Our community decided that it was time to fight against the cops in 1969. Pride started out as a riot against the police brutalization and the systemic oppression of queer people. And in 1969, our community won. And there's a celebration of that achievement tomorrow, but you see, there is a lot of space between a riot and a party. And that space is filled with the loud silence and the realization that 55 years is a lot of time for amnesia to develop. 55 years is enough time for the oppressors to start bringing the music so that we start dancing with the people that we were supposed to be fighting against. 55 years is enough time for that music to get so loud that we can't hear the sound of pure death over the melodies of empty promises and superficial enjoyment. 55 years is enough time for the image of our very much black and brown ancestors to be covered with something more palatable and more sweet, like a rainbow. Like peaceful protest, like complacency. How much erasure does there have to be for trans women of color to be the ones to lead the liberation and win, just for somebody to be born 35 years later looking exactly like them, thinking that I have too much melanin in my skin to love the same sex, while attending the commemoration of said riot? I am not just gay as in rainbows and waving flags. I am queer as in black, brown, and the bricks being thrown. I am queer as in the P in Marsha P. Johnson stands for pay no mind. But we took it too literally because we pay no mind to the black and brown people in our community dying every day, to our trans siblings being made illegal every single day. You see, when I was born, they wrapped my skin in a sweet pink blanket. Pink as in pretty and polished, pink as in you're a girl, so wrap yourself in some boy's blue. But I choked and my face turned blue from suffocating on all the expectations being shoved down my throat. At the age of 8, I shed these single tone hues and wrapped myself in the warmest rainbow blanket. Rainbow as in proud to be out of a closet of binary pinks and blues. Rainbow as in openly technicolor in a world full of hues. But the problem is that my skin is not made of rainbows. I am not the mirage after the rain. My skin is the color of the dirt that they shoved our faces into while their knees were all pinned on our necks. My skin is the color of the dirt that green growth grows out of after a flood of oppression. And I am not just gay, but I am queer. Queer as in brown, black, and the red of bricks being thrown at our oppressors. Pride is the celebration of survival after brown and black people with no other resources other than community decided to throw bricks and stone when their oppressors yielded guns. Pride is the feeling of deep satisfaction based off of one's personal achievements and the achievements of one's communities. And the funny thing about pride is that there is none to be found in genocide. And the funny thing about pride is that there is no cowardice in pride. And I will no longer wash myself with rainbow washing. It's when a company appeals to the LGBTQ plus community by putting rainbows and logos in their logos and marketing in order to appeal to the LGBT plus community without doing anything substantial to the community. And I will no longer wash myself in pink washing. Is when a state appeals to the LGBT plus community in order to distract from the more harmful practices. Israel uses pink washing to distract from the violence and genocidal campaign of Palestinian Americans. And I wonder if we know that pink is just diluted red. And I wonder how long we'll dilute the red images of blood being shed by our queer siblings in Palestine, in Congo, in Sudan, in Tigray, in Haiti? How many brown and black bodies will we wrap in rainbows to make them more palatable and more digestible? I will no longer put a blanket over myself to cover ugly truths. I will no longer wash myself with pretty hues to color my brown hue. I will wrap myself in the arms of my community. My community that is very much black, that is very much brown, that is disabled, that is asexual, that is wayward, that is young and old and anything but palatable, anything but mainstream. Community and solidarity are our greatest weapons. So let us yield them. Let us hold each other. Let us fight for each other, every single one of us. Yeah. So that we have something to be proud of. Thank you.
Can we get one more? I just continue this round of applause for Rally Poet Laureate, Espi.